Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Ken Benedetto, and I'm the principal at McDonough Elementary School, home of the mighty Mustangs. On behalf of the district, I would like to thank you for being here today. I'm happy to serve as the MC for today's event. Apparently, the district's other choices for elementary school principal MCs, Sue Matthews, Kate Joseph, Kelly Newman, Lori Upham, Mike Bolak, Mr. Peter Lebelzik, Shelley LaRochelle, Jen Briggs, Jenny Lynch, Liz McDonald, Paula Jones, and even Christopher McDonald, all were not available today. So, you got me. So if we could please give a big round of applause to the Memorial Band. They welcomed us into the building today, and we'll hear from them again in a minute. Today's program should take around 1 hour, then we'll get everyone on their way. We would like to recognize the elected officials here in attendance today. Mayor Joyce Craig, from the Board of School Committee, from Ward 2, Sean Parr, from Ward 4, Leslie Wan, from Ward 5, Jason Bonilla, from Ward 7, Chris Potter, from Ward 8, Peter Perry. From the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, at-large member June Trisciani, from Ward 3, Pat Long, from Ward 7, Mary Heath, from Ward 10, Bill Barry, and from Ward 1, Kevin Kavanaugh. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you for supporting our students. Now, please rise for the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Memorial High School Band. Let's give a big round of applause for the Memorial High Band. Now I would like to welcome students from the Gear Up program to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We will hear from these students again later on in this program. Our first speaker is a product of Manchester Schools and a mother of 3 graduates of our school system. After serving as a member of the Board of School Committee and Board of Mayor and Aldermen, she was the first woman elected mayor of the city of Manchester. She is currently serving her 3rd term in office. Please welcome Mayor Joyce Craig.
Good morning, and thank you so much, Ken, for that nice introduction. Let's give it up one more time for the Manchester Memorial High School Band and the students from Juilliard. You're all such a talented group of students, and we're so grateful that you're joining us this morning. It's my pleasure to welcome our administrators, students, and our hard-working educators here today. I'm happy to be all of you as we kick off this school year. As Ken mentioned, I'm a proud graduate of Manchester Public Schools. But what you may not know is that my grandmother, my father, and my husband also are graduates of Manchester Public Schools. And for the last 21 consecutive years, I've had a child enrolled in the Manchester School District. When our youngest graduated from Central last year, we thought it was the end. But our connection to the school district continues because my daughter Sarah is among the 165 new teachers hired this year. To say that I'm proud of her is an understatement. I share all of this with you to make it clear the tremendous impact that the educators of the Manchester School District have had and continue to have on my family and thousands of families across the city. You make a significant, lifelong impact on your students, instilling a love of reading, expanding interest in the arts, fostering collaboration, and so much more. I believe in our public schools, and I've seen firsthand how hard you all work, sometimes with limited resources, to ensure our students are not only learning, but are fed, clothed, cared for, and loved. You do amazing work every day, and I thank you. It's clear that each and every one of you cares deeply about your students. And while at times they may be challenging, please know that your students, their parents, and the entire Manchester community believes in you, are behind you, and appreciates you. Thank you for all that you do, and have a great school year.
Thank you, Mayor Craig. Next up, the members of our district leadership will introduce themselves. Mr. Francis, you're up first.
Thank you, Ken. Good morning, I'm Karen DeFrancis, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the district. Over the next year, my team will be focusing on aligning the budget to support the inspiration of hope, community, and new beginnings. Welcome back and have a great year. Next, I'd like to introduce Steve Cross.
Thank you, Karen. I'm like Karen, I don't prepare a speech. My name is Steve Cross. I'm the Chief Information Officer for the Manchester School District. Over the next year, we're going to be concentrating on an emergency response system to help keep our students and our staff safe. We will be coordinating with the Manchester City Police Department, and we are going to do our best to make sure that we do an implementation that includes an emergency response that coordinates our website, our phone system, and our interactive touch panels, which are brand new in the district this year. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Katie
Rox Pelletier, and I am the Chief Legal and Policy Officer for the district. So I serve as the district's attorney to provide legal advice to the administrators and to the school board. I also work on policy developments for the school board, and one of the things we'll be focusing on this year is improving communication as we update policies and getting all of you the information that you need to do your work. The final thing that I do is serve as the district's Title IX coordinator, so all complaints regarding Title IX are the ones that I assist in responding to. And I wish you all the best this year. Next up is Andrew Toland.
Good morning. My name is Andrew Toland. I'm the Director of Communications for the district. So my role is probably pretty obvious, but I handle all of our communications, working with the media, sending out emails, hopefully all the good emails, posting social media. I will say to all of you, I love sharing stuff from the schools, whether it's something worthy of media attention or just social media. Don't hesitate to share it. A couple of things that I'm really excited about for the coming year. First, we're actually in the process now of replacing all of our communication platforms. That's our website, the communication tools that we use, School Messenger. By the end of the year, we should all have that in place. It's new websites for all the schools, mobile apps that go with them. So it'll be a big change, it'll be a big upgrade, and it'll make things a lot easier for families, but really also for the schools. And then the last little bit, and this is kind of a breaking news because we haven't announced this yet, but we are working on updating our brand as part of the new website. So that'll include a new logo for the district. It's a lot of work to get all this done, and appreciate any feedback from people on it. But I want to make sure that everybody knew that all this stuff is coming, especially the website. So that is it for me right now. I'm going to introduce Nicole Dory.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Toland. My name is Nicole Doherty, and I am the Executive Director of Teaching and Learning. I have been a paraeducator, a teacher, and a principal, but let me tell you the role that is most important that I'm proud of today. That is an educator. Each and every one of you are an educator, because being an educator is the role that impacts our children. The work that you do each and every day matters, and I'm here for you to grow you as an educator, to advance all students. Together we will grow our students because they matter. Now let me introduce Sharon Vincent.
Thank you, Nicole. Hi, everybody. I'm Sharon Vincent. I am the Chief Student Services and Wellness Officer. Some of you may remember me from when I was here a few years ago, and I'm so proud to be back in Manchester and feel very honored to be able to support everybody in this role. My responsibilities cover an umbrella of things that are related to special education, wellness, MTSS, nurses, 504s, anything that really supports our students as they become, as they grow and learn. Our focus this year is on two things, and they're two of my favorite words: communication and collaboration. So you're going to see a lot more communication coming from our office. We want to be proactive and responsive to your needs as much as we can be. And under that, we're going to focus on a lot of professional development, helping everybody really understand the special education process and how to best support our learners with needs. And once again, I'm very excited to work with you all and happy to be back. And now I'll introduce Tina Philibot.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Sharon. So I am the Chief Equity Officer for the district, and equity seems to be this big, ubiquitous word. But I'll say this. I grew up here in Manchester. I went to Parker Varney. I went to Parkside. I went to West High School. Yeah. That's right. Go Panthers, right? I was sitting in the seats you're about to stand before, and teach before, and perform before, and hustle before in just a few days. I became a teacher to be the adult I needed when I was a kid, And once I became a teacher, I realized I needed to be the adult that student needed. So when we talk about equity, I think it's about that student. It's about my story too. It's about your story and how we relate with each other. You all represent the dignity, the integrity of the profession, of the teaching profession. You have the power to transform the whole trajectory of a kid's life. And I appreciate you. And I'm wishing you a year filled with grace, joy, and love. Thank you so much. And I'm going to introduce Dr. Scott Young, Network Director Extraordinaire and fellow band member.
Thank you, Tina, for that introduction. Good morning. I am one of 2 network directors for the district, and my colleague, Dr. Erin Murphy, was not able to be here this morning, but she sends her best and a warm welcome to a new school year. It was really great this morning to see everyone come in and see smiles and hugs and warm welcomes. It's a great way to start the year. The focus of both my and Dr. Murphy's role is supporting growth in school performance and leadership. We do that by working with our respective administrative teams. I have truly the great privilege to work with 22 gifted, amazing administrators. And so it's actually a real blessing in the work that I get to do. And this year, I'm really excited to focus on one core aspect that's at the heart of every great school, every great team, every great leader, and every great relationship, which is cultivating and growing unshakable trust. So I'm looking forward to that work. And I get to introduce the Assistant Superintendent of Operations for Manchester School District, Mr. Forrest Renzel.
Good morning and welcome back, and I promised certain people that I would actually use the microphone, as opposed to what some of you may elect to do. My name is Forrest Renzel, and I am both thrilled and absolutely honored to become your Assistant Superintendent for Operations. And our focus this year, whether it is facilities, school safety, human resources, all of which have just outstanding teams of people, are to create systems that make things more effective for the kids and more efficient and workable for all of you. And that's really the focus of where we're going to be going over the next period of time. I did want to just take a few moments and reflect for you on something. When I arrived in the Manchester School District 17 years ago, not for a moment did I think it was anything other than the next stop. And it didn't take but very short time until I realized it was home. And here I am. From Central to Parkside to Hallsville to the district office, I've done a little bit of everything, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And for those of you who are new to us this year, or those of you who are returning veterans, ladies and gentlemen, welcome home. And it's my great pleasure to introduce my partner, Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning, Amy Allen.
Thank you, Forrest, and congratulations. My name is Amy Allen. I am the Assistant Superintendent of Teaching, Learning, and Leading. I've been in the district since 2009. I started my career at Hillside Middle School as a Hawk, as their assistant principal, moving on to Parker Varney Elementary School, our Panthers as their principal, and then moving on to the district office All along, my daughter has been in the school system at Green Acres. Where's Green Acres over there? McLaughlin Middle School, and Tuesday she'll be starting as a senior at Memorial High School. I hope you all had a wonderful summer break and had the opportunity to relax and recharge. I'm delighted to be here today with our returning staff and to welcome the new staff to our amazing learning community. I welcome and value your amazing energy and dedication to excellence in education in the Manchester School District. I wanted to take a brief moment to thank you all for those who were able to attend the last days of professional learning. Your commitment to student-centered learning is very inspiring. Have a terrific school year. Thank you.
The last member of the district's leadership team joined our district first as the principal of Southside School. She later moved to the district office as an assistant superintendent, where she led our response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Early this year, she stepped in as interim superintendent and was promoted to the role full-time in June. Please welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jen Gillis.
So I promised Andrew I will stick to a script and I will follow where he says pause. So we're going to see how I do with that this morning. All right. Good morning, and I do want to say a quick note. It was absolutely amazing to stand in the lobby this morning and watch all of you come in. I got to see hugs. I got to see smiling faces. I got to see people who didn't see each other for a little bit of time have that moment of, holy cow, we're back, and here we go. I want to take a quick moment. I want to stop and say that our team, the team that you have been introduced to this morning, we are here for you. We are a team with a focus on supporting at the building level. We understand that when we can empower and equip high-functioning schools, you in turn will have higher student outcomes. I also want to point out that some of our community partners are here with us today. Our partners from the city include Chief Aldenberg, I think might be around here somewhere with some of his officers. We have Phil Alexicos from Manchester Health. We have Megan Jeffrian and Interim Chief Cashin from Manchester Fire. And we have Mr. Barry Bresinger from Manchester Crowd. Also, one last group. If you are here as one of our community partner organizations, could you do me a favor and just stand up? This includes the Y, City, C. Thank you all. We invited these organizations for a very simple reason. They're a big part of our school community, and I want to make sure you know that they are all here alongside of us. Before I move on, I want to thank one more team, the team at SNHU Arena, for allowing us to use your space and hosting us this morning. Now, I know everyone's probably really anxious to get back to your schools, into the nice warm classrooms, and dig into your professional development, so I won't be too long. I do, however, believe that it's important that we get our whole group together so we can enjoy this opportunity, because we don't get to do it that often. After this morning, we're all going to be off in different directions, and before you know it, the school year will be in full swing. For this moment, though, I want you to take a look at the people around you. We are the largest school district in the state of New Hampshire, and one of the largest employers in the city. Manchester School District is a big community, and you are all a part of it. And although, at times, it feels like we're moving in separate directions, it's important to remember that we are one community, and we are all moving forward together. I am truly excited to be starting my first full year in this role. Can I ask anyone else in this room who is either new to the district or new in a role at the district to please stand with me? I would like to congratulate all of you. And if I have one piece of advice, it's this. Take the time to build relationships with your colleagues and our partners in the community. I can say with great confidence, I would not be where I am today without the support of the people around me. To those new staff members, you have so much knowledge and experience at your disposal with your colleagues. I really urge you to take advantage of that. I'm going to try something else here, so hang in there with me. Can I have all of our district staff who have been here for at least 5 years, please stand. This means anyone who's been here for at least 5 years. Please remain standing if you've been here greater than 10 years. About 20 years. How about 30 years? Thank you all for your continued service and dedication to our community. I ask that you share what you know with your colleagues and let their energy remind you of what it was like when you first started your career. As we prepare to start the new year, I can't help but feel truly hopeful about what we've accomplished so far and where we are going. Sure, there will always be pessimists and grumps, and unfortunately they tend to get pretty loud. That's why this year it is so important that we shout even louder. We need to share the great things happening in our schools. When I asked our school leaders what they were most proud of, what I heard across the board was the pride they have in their schools and that how you consistently went above and beyond as we navigated a pandemic. Here are some of the other great things I've collected. Northwest Elementary School led the way with implementation of clear touch panels, mind you, at the height of a pandemic. Then supported our IT team and other schools with professional development as we rolled them out district-wide. Goslar and Memorial were the first schools to begin upgrades to their HVAC systems. Soon, Green Acres, Beach, and Jewett have joined this group. Every school, every staff team has shown flexibility as we continue to focus on student learning while accommodating projects that would improve our schools for years to come. Understanding our work in the area of social-emotional learning, we updated our therapy dog policy to allow additional therapy pups into our schools. We're looking forward to having Oliver, Hamilton, and Nick join the ranks of dogs supporting our students and staff. Along the same lines of student support, we saw our MTSS adoptions and systemization increase over the last year. Wilson, Bakersville, Beach, Parkside, and Southside are leading this work with Stacy's help, and they are eager to get these resources out to the balance of our schools. We witnessed a successful merger of Hallsville and Jewett with a focus on smooth transitions for all students and staff from these two buildings. Many schools have been reporting improved test scores from their end-of-the-year assessments to iReady, and Goslar was designated a Lighthouse School of Distinction due to their improvements in their area of math. Our Manchester Adult Ed reached the status of full compliance with the state and is noting increased enrollment. And this spring, Highland Docks Falls was awarded the Elementary School of Excellence Award from the Eddies. At At the district office, our HR staff processed more than 229 new hire packets in short time, while also updating their systems to better support all of you. Food services and transportation have continued to be out of the box in their approach to make sure our students have access to meals and get to and from school safely. In general, the district departments have identified and begun to address efficiencies in our platforms, all with the goal of improved performance. When I stopped and I reflected about the importance of community, one key group immediately came to mind, and that is Manchester Crowd. I want to remind each of you that this partnership allowed us to have a community-driven and board-approved strategic plan. Our work in the coming year will focus on the goal areas of grow our learners, grow our educators, and grow our systems. It is with this strategic plan in mind that I want to call out a couple of upcoming events which focus on celebrating our schools. On September 16th, we will host our first ever State of the District, followed by Celebrate Ed on Saturday, September 17th. I really urge you to attend. In closing, I want to ask you one more time, take a look around you. Look at those here with you today. All of these people, all of this energy, all of the experience, all that we have accomplished to date. This is what makes us, us. This is what makes up our community. I am so very proud to be a part of it, and I truly can't wait to see what we accomplish next. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gillis. Next, we have a special speaker lined up for you. Accompanied by Principal Kelly Newman, please welcome Beach Street 5th grader Nathaniel Robitaille.
Hello, my name is Nathaniel Robitaille, and I am a 5th grader student at Beach Street School. This is my sixth and final year for Beach Street. This is special because my dad, my stepmom, my sister, and my brothers all attend at Beach Street. I would like to share some of my hopes and goals this school year. I hope to get all my work done. I hope to not get distracted. I hope to not talk all the time. I will be kind to everybody. I will help the teacher when she needs it. I will do my best on everything I do. If anybody needs help, I want to be a helper so I can help anybody if they need help. I hope that when people get annoyed or mad, they use toolbox. And in conclusion, I hope that everybody has a good school year.
Come on, we can make more noise for Nathaniel! Thank you, Nathaniel. I'm definitely going to take a few of those things like pay attention, stay on task. Someone just said not talk all the time. So thank you, Nathaniel. I'm going to try. All right, so that was a great job. And that's why we all do this, for students like Nathaniel. So again, that was a great job. So next I would like to welcome Gear Up's Damon Ford, who will introduce our students who attended the Gear Up conference this summer.
Good morning, all. My name is Damon Ford. I'm the Associate Director of the New Hampshire Gear Up Alliance. Gear Up is in partnership with the city and the school district. And to put it simply, we're here to help students and help our schools. More importantly, I'm actually a proud Manchester School District parent. I have a 2nd grader at Parker Barney Elementary School and a very nervous fifth grader going to Parkside Middle School starting next week. So these students that are going to speak next went to our national conference in Washington, D.C. In that experience, they were able to meet students from across the country who also are Year Up students. And so I'm going to have them come up and introduce themselves and talk about what they hope for and envision for this school year.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. My name is Jocelyn. I'm 15 and a rising sophomore at the Manchester School of Technology. And today I'm going to talk about what I envision for the school year, what I hope this school district accomplishes. So what I envision for this school year is to keep seeing the community events, because I see that this really brings everyone together. And thank you for all the community partners and for everyone who makes this possible. What I also would like to keep seeing is academic success, but even more. So more resources, and thank you for all the resources. And if all the teachers and students help each other, I'm sure that we will see more progress of that. Something I would like to accomplish this year is passing all my classes. Yes, I've passed all my classes, but I know the sophomore year is going to definitely be harder, so hopefully I do great this year. And another thing I would like to see, or I would like to accomplish this year, is getting more involved in the school district, so helping out with younger students or helping organize events. And something I would like to see the school accomplish is more discipline with the students. I think we need a little bit more of that and more project-based learning, because I think students learn more better at that. And lastly, I would like to thank Gear Up, all of the teams, the school district, staff, and all the community partners for all your hard work and for everything you do for us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine. I am 16 years old, and I am going to be enrolling into my junior year in Central High School. This year, what I hope our district and our school communities do more of is to have more hands-on experiences on doing school projects and doing schoolwork. And I think that more kids should be more enthusiastic about doing schoolwork and doing more activities surrounding what we are currently learning. I hope that we could push this idea more and more to the point where we could do this. As a student who kind of struggles at school, I think these types of activities would be best, since kids will have fun as a whole as we are learning. So what I would want to do to help the students succeed to a brighter future, I want kids to have more enthusiasm towards school and try their hardest to succeed. And that's all I really could say. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley, and I'm 16 years old. I'm going to be starting my junior year at Manchester West High School pretty soon. This year, I hope to see more groups and areas in school where kids like me who struggle a little more with work can be provided a little extra help and feel comfortable enough where they can ask questions without feeling pressured or overwhelmed. I want to see not just myself succeed, but also the success of the other students this year. I want this year to feel easier than the past years, because if we all get that extra help we might need, then we all might be able to push ourselves to be the best us we can possibly be. I'm excited to start the classes that will help me start building the future I want to see myself in, and take all the material I learn and bring it with me to a successful career. Thank you all for giving me the chance to be up here, and I hope everyone has a great new school year.
Let's give them a big round of applause.